from Seoul. Welcome to our little home. I just want to show you how nice this Hannam, I think is how you say it. So right now I am in the center of the house, which is basically the living room. This is the kitchen. It's really fun for me because it's like the perfect size, which we can just duck under. It has pretty much everything I would need. It has a washing machine that we actually use because we've been here for quite a while. This is the entrance. There's like a glass door and then the wooden door. There is a bathroom right here. The whole like bath situation. I have not used it yet. This is the shower in here. It's really nice and big. It goes like all the way deep in there. Having a good shower while you're traveling, I didn't realize how important it is because at the end of the day, after you walk like 20,000 steps, all I want to do is take a nice hot shower before I go to bed. And here's Yoni. This is the bedroom side of the apartment. Here we have the bathroom that has like the toilet. It's really nice to have had this because we've also been catching up on some work. And then this is the bed in the bedroom. It's so nice and cozy in here. And then we have a walk-in closet. It's a little bit messy because there's like not a lot of places to actually put the clothes, but we're gonna get ready because it's time to head outside. Oh, my favorite thing about this place is that it's so close to a lot of bakeries. Yesterday we went to Songsu. There were bakeries on top of bakeries on top of bakeries and coffee shops and another coffee shop and a cafe. It's crazy. I did not realize that the cafe culture was like this here. We've already been to Cafe Onion. We've been to like a few salt bread places, which also were obsessed. You guys sent me a lot of recommendations, so I've been trying to like hit as many of them as possible. But we're gonna get ready. And I also wanted to talk about today's sponsor, which is Elwood. Elwood makes incredible basics. They're so elevated, such great quality. They just came out with 3 new colorways for their core collection. This tank top is from Elwood, and this is the cherry red. They also have a midnight blue, and they also have a forest green. The one thing that is so important for me when traveling is always having that comfortable piece of clothing, and it always has to be a pair of sweatpants and a hoodie or sweatshirt or zip up. This is the only sweatshirt that I brought with me for this entire trip, and I am so happy that I did because every time I put this on, I just feel like I'm home, I'm comfortable, I'm good. It is the perfect oversized fit. I think I'm wearing a size small. Just the quality of everything that they make is so good. Yoni is actually wearing the sweats version of this right now. He always comes home and immediately puts on his Elwood sweats. It's not too hot, but you also are still warm. I've worn this my entire trip while we were here. I love that this has a hood on. It's not too oversized, but it's also not too tight. Yoni loves their core cropped tees. They have the perfect cropped boxy fit. The cherry red has a really nice worn in color to it. Looks like it has that vintage feel, and also the materials themselves, they have that kind of looser, worn in. You've already owned this piece of clothing for a while, which is so much more comfortable. I highly recommend you guys check out Elwood and get yourself something really nice for spring and use my code to get 10% off. Thank you, Elwood, for sponsoring. I am going to get ready and head outside. It's actually supposed to be kind of warm today, which I'm really excited because we've been just layering and layering the whole time that we've been here. And I think today is supposed to be a little bit warmer, so maybe we can get away with wearing like a t-shirt or something. So I'm gonna get dressed and we're gonna head out. Okay, so the day took a little bit of a turn because I didn't realize that coffee shops and cafes and bakeries here are treated like restaurants. At a restaurant, you make a reservation. You sometimes can walk in, but most of the time, like, you make a reservation, come at the time of your reservation, and you go and you sit down. But I guess here, because there's so many cafes, like, they all require you make a reservation to go to the cafe. But when we got here, there was a line that was like lined up. There was a queue outside of the cafe. So we're thinking like, oh, just get in line and wait to go in to sit down. So we wait in line for an hour. When we get to the front of the line, they say, oh, do you have a reservation? I'm like, no, I waited in line for an hour. And they're like, this line doesn't matter. It's not a real line. What do you mean it's not a real line? After that, then we're like, okay, we're gonna do takeout. The takeout itself takes like about another hour, which I'm like, I don't understand why things take so long, especially to do takeout. You just grab it and go and pay and leave. Anyways, so I'm a little bit frustrated right now. I was having such a good day and we were just gonna get something to eat here and then we're gonna walk to, our next spot. Anyways, we got our bread. We got a lot of it because now I'm just emotional and I need to eat it. It's really good. I'm like emotional, my hormones are raging. The pretzel one, it's all just salt bread, which, oh my god, which is amazing. Okay, I'm gonna try to change my mood and get over this. But I am PMSing for real, guys, because why did I start crying? I also, this is how things are done here, but I guess I now know. Damn, the ham looks...
I got a good shot of that in the restaurant.
They could put more ham. Like if I do something and then a brand doesn't pay me, that's why you have a contract.
But also it was so like...
Okay, I'm feeling better now. My arms are out. At least the weather is nice, above all. I got another coffee. This one was really good. It was like a cafe. It was like a shaken espresso with a little bit of brown sugar and just a tiny bit of milk. It was really good. And now I really want to go to a Momento, which I think they have a location around here. Because yesterday we did a little bit of shopping, but I didn't find anything, and Yoni found so much good stuff. I feel like I didn't get to find anything yesterday. I'm gonna check it out. There's like one shop here somewhere, and that's like one of the Korean brands that I knew I really wanted to check out in person while we were in Seoul. Now we just gotta find it. But wow, beautiful day. We came home to regroup, drop off our bags, and then I also just changed because these loafers are cute to wear for like a little bit, but not a whole day of walking. So I put back my trusty Onitsukas, and then I just changed because it's gonna get colder later. And let me actually show you what I got.
Tell them how you weren't sure if it was a bag or not.
I wasn't sure if this was like a decorative bag, like in the house, to just kind of hang it somewhere like this, or if this was like a functional, I can have it out with me type of bag. But look how beautiful. It's from the Philippines, made in the Philippines. As soon as I saw it hanging on the wall, I loved it. I love these types of bags, especially for the summertime. I feel like you have blue jeans, loafers, not these shoes, and just like a white tank top. And then you have this. I feel like that is so cute and unique. I don't know. I really liked it. So this was my purchase. This is the 4th bag I have bought on this trip. So I didn't find many clothes, but I found this bag. We're probably just gonna take the subway and then the bus to the Seoul Tower park because I really want to see the view, and it's about to be close to sunset. I'm not sure exactly what time sunset is because in Japan it was really early because I think they don't have daylight savings like we do in the US. So sunset was like a little bit early. I think here is slightly later, but not too much. So I think the view would be really beautiful from up there. And then we'll decide, we might go to Hannam or we might go to Hongdae. We'll decide when we're there. I feel like we can't plan too much because you never know what's gonna happen.
Oh shit. Look.
Yeah. Finally made it.
This view is amazing.
It's a little smoggy and now it's cold because the sun is kind of coming down, but I'll always take a nice view.
So big.
It's so big because there's this, you can't even really see, but there's this view, and then there's also on the other side a whole view.
Yeah, and it's exactly like that.
Yeah.
So dense.
And then we're gonna try to walk up a little bit higher and see what's there. The tower's right here. Good idea to take the bus because by the time that we would have walked up here, it would have been dark.
And also you would have been tired.
And it would have been tired, yeah.
You act like... Yo, this looks good on this camera. It's like what What can you say, babe?
Okay, so there's a mystery going on here. We wanted to go to this restaurant. I'm gonna just put it on the screen. And on the website, it says they only have 3 locations, and any other place that is associated with that name is not the original. Now, we're walking towards one of the locations, and then we see this building with the same signage, same menu, same everything. So we're like, is this one of the restaurants? But it didn't come up on the maps as that was the restaurant. Same menu, same photos, same everything. But then on their website, it specifically says if it's not these two locations, it's not the restaurant that has like Michelin stars and everything. So now we just walked in here because it wasn't too busy. But I'm just confused on whether or not this is like the legit restaurant or is it like a copycat. The food tastes really good. These noodles, these spicy cold noodles are really good, but is this the original or is it like a copycat? Because why would you say that on the website?
And also, too, how would you have a copycat right, like in the same area?
I know, but there's a reason why they say that on the website, so I just don't know if this is like legit or not. But we're here, we're eating it. This whole entire meal cost us, how much did you say?
$23.
$23. We're talking spicy cold noodles, dumplings, and that soup, the noodle soup that like they're super famous for. And I don't know, it's a little bit of a mystery. We're gonna enjoy this meal because it's really good.
And after we're done here, we're gonna go look for the other restaurant.
Should we just eat there too to like compare if it's like the same or not?
I don't know, but I need to see that other restaurant.
If you're from here, let me know if this is the fake one or not, what's going on. But this food is good though. Went on Reddit to figure out whether or not this is the real place. I still don't know for sure, but everybody was saying that the spicy was the kimchi was so spicy that it made them shed a tear. So we're gonna try it together. Even the guy, when I was like, "Oh, can I try the kimchi?" I never got to try it. He's like, "It's really spicy."
When they tell you,
It says it has a lot of garlic. Ready? Cheers.
garlic for sure.
I mean, I wouldn't say it like makes me shed a tear.
No, it's spicy.
It's not my favorite.
It's the spiciest I've ever had.
No, I think it's like a different.
You
It's kind
had
of like
spicier kimchi than this?
yeah, but it's
When?
a different spicy. Like this one's like garlic spicy, but it's not like pepper spicy.
So it's so strong.
But I don't like it though. I don't like the flavor. Anyways, this meal was amazing. It's pretty crazy. I really liked the soup and the cold noodles. The dumplings were like
They were good.
they're fine. These were way better. Like if I came back, I would just get the spicy noodles and the soup.
Off camera, she's not acting like the way she was when she was actually tasting it for the first time. She was trying to act like it's not spicy. Look at her now.
It's kind of good though. Now it's just I want to eat it because it hurts.
Sometimes things happen off camera that you don't know about.
No, like you know when you eat hot Cheetos, just like it hurts your mouth, but you keep eating it. I need some water. So just about 10 minutes ago, I dropped my camera. My beloved fisheye wide lens camera. I dropped it. It got stuck to this. And I took my phone out and the camera got stuck to it and I flipped it and the camera fell on the hard concrete.
The sound was harsh.
And I didn't even realize until Yoni came. And now the camera still turns on, but it doesn't focus. It's blurry. I will insert video of the blur right here. And let me just tell you, I'm quite sad about it because it means I need to buy another one, and I'm very sad. So the rest of this video is going to be filmed on my very big camcorder. Babe, why did you want to come in here right now?
One thing about you will have a GPS.
GPS on. So we're gonna walk home. I feel like I need to walk this off. And also the temperature is really good right now. So we're currently walking through Myeongdong. Okay, so this is the restaurant that we went to, but the other location, or one of the other ones. And I filmed it earlier that the place did have a bunch of Michelin Bib Gourmand signs. So it was, I think, a legit location. And I feel like maybe when they're talking about like there's some locations that are fake, maybe they mean like outside of Korea, like maybe there's a shop in LA that is like trying to do the same thing that, or claim to be their restaurant in like a different place or something.
Like it wouldn't be in the same.
Because I saw on Reddit someone said like, oh yeah, I ate this in Los Angeles, and then someone else was like, does not exist inside of Korea, so it was probably fake. Yeah, so there's that. The end to that story. There's this thing that I'm like, I'm really tired with these crowds.
Crazy? When you film yourself in public, when people look, they just look.
Like they look to just see what you're doing, but like they don't really care that much.
So like it shouldn't really bother you that much.
I mean, it
that's
doesn't.
like off. That shit up, man.
But for some reason, I feel like here I don't care as much because I'm already like foreign, so people are gonna look at me and look at us anyways. But in New York, I feel like if I film myself on the street, people look at you a little bit more because it's so like, oh, of course you're like filming yourself.
I mean, yeah, in New York I get it.
But here I can just be like, whatever, nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Should we get a caricature?
What? No, I don't have time for that. What you want to do? We don't have space for that.
It'd be cute.
Shit for our next cover.
You know, one thing we don't have or we didn't get is Korean skincare, which is so big here, obviously.
Yeah, you can get a hat.
But I don't really know much about Korean skincare to even know what to get. You only got this banana milk drink that we're gonna try.
I know exactly what it's gonna taste like, and I know I'm not gonna like it.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Ooh, it's better. It's better than I expected. Yeah. Kind of tastes like medicine, though.
Kind of like it.
Yeah?
It does taste very milky.
Show the people where we at.
Out here. We are having a date.
Date night. Cheers.
With the banana milk. And we're just gonna walk home. We've been walking home, and then we saw this, and I've been meaning to like come walk on this river.
Really?
I just didn't know. Yeah.
No, it's really nice.
And I was just thinking how if I had my running shoes and this was a longer trip, I would definitely go on a run here.
Sound of water is really calming. I feel like we definitely needed that after today.
Yeah, after my camera broke.
There's more things that happened today,
Yeah.
but the camera was the last.
The last straw.
Yeah.
The funny thing would be if I dropped something in this water.
What if you dropped this camera?
You would never see this vlog.
Sometimes things happen. For no reason. Yeah.
Great wise words. Sometimes things happen, life happens, and you just gotta keep going, you know.
Especially if it's something that can be replaceable.
And especially if it's something that, if you really think about it, as long as I'm good and I'm healthy and I'm breathing and I can walk, life is fine.
Why do you say what I said?
Yeah, that's actually what Yoni said earlier when I was complaining about everything.
That's
and it's true.
yeah. Zoom in on the water, please. It's so beautiful. There's a lot of things that happen in life. And I feel like you know exactly what I'm about to say, but as long as you can go home, sleep, eat some good food,
Be warm, wear clean clothes.
you have a roof over your head, honestly, everything else is fine. You can, if you lost money, you can make it back. If you dropped your camera, you can buy a new one. If you don't have money to buy a new one, you can save up and then buy a new one. But as long as you can just have another day, as long as you're healthy, as long as your family is healthy, no complications, you're good. Just think about it. Honestly, I always think about that. Anytime there's like a bad day, I always just take a step back and be like, okay, but I'm good.
Yeah, and like low key, this doesn't really matter, even though it's very annoying.
Yes,
it's very frustrating.
I'm not saying things are not annoying, but like if you really think about it, so much doesn't matter. Think about it, right? No, seriously.
Think about it one more time.
Okay, just think about it.
You know, I was talking that talk yesterday morning, but we are going back to Artist Bakery because it was so good, and I put our name down for a table, and of course now we're running late because the table, there's like no one in the queue, but yesterday everybody and their mom was in the queue. So we're just gonna grab some breakfast, and it's about 10 a.m. right now. Perfect time to eat breakfast, and then we're gonna finally head over to Hongdae because we didn't make it yesterday. And then after that, we're gonna see what we're gonna do. But today's our last full day, so we're taking advantage and trying to get as much done as possible. And we just arrived. Let's get this bread. Just got to Hongdae and I bought this hat. I'm realizing now it's like not fully centered. But you know the thing about also getting recommendations is like this area seems very big and we just don't know exactly what street are we supposed to walk on. It goes back to that, is this the right street or is this the wrong street?
Are we wasting our time?
So
or is this
we're just gonna try to figure out where the area is, which I think this is part of it. So we're just strolling through. It's very windy. There's a lot of Drake and there's a lot of Justin Bieber being played.
You guys, I gotta tell you something. One thing about Alia, she will find a coffee shop.
And a good one too.
And a good one. I don't know how or why.
It's because of Google. Google Maps is my best friend.
No, but like I have the same apps and I don't find this shit.
We just got here to Coffee Nap Roasters. And it looks very up our alley. Oh my god, it's so cute. So we just got to Hannam Dong, and there's actually a good amount of little Korean brands and stores in this area. We're just gonna pop into a few of them, spend the rest of the afternoon around this area, and then probably grab some dinner. It's like 4 p.m. And I think this is one of them. We just finished packing and we're about to drop off our bags. Look at our big duffel bag full of extra purchases and clothes that we had to fit in here. We're gonna head over to the subway station close by here and drop off all of our things in the storage lockers, and then we have about 3-ish hours to kill before we have to take a bus to the airport. So we're probably gonna get some food and kind of wander around the area. And that's it. I'm also wearing a new jacket that I got yesterday. Okay, let's go. Yoni's waiting on me. I just put our names down for our last meal in Seoul. I really wanted to have some chicken ginseng soup, and this place I found on Instagram, but the funny thing is it's actually above a Memento. And when we went to the store, not yesterday but the day before, the guy that was working there was telling us that he really recommends the restaurant downstairs, and I didn't put it together that it was this restaurant. So it's pretty popular, and we have a lot of people ahead of us, but we're not in any rush. We have time to kill. So I think it's gonna be probably like an hour wait, if not a little bit more. I can't say I'm insanely hungry or anything. So we're walking over to a coffee shop that's just around the area, and we'll hang out there for a little bit, post some photos, because when you're on vacation, you just can't really find the time to sit down and like go through all the photos you took and post them. So now is the perfect moment when you're leaving.
I just posted 60. I just posted
60?
three 20 post photo dumps
Oh, nice.
in 24 hours.
Well, I gotta catch up then.